Team coverage of Tropical Storm Dorian now moves to Puerto Rico.
And that's where we find Nadia Romero live from Ponce. Nadia, good morning. So what have you seen the past couple of days as far as people getting prepared there?
Well, good morning to you. Yes, people are getting ready for Tropical Storm Dorian that could make its way to a Category 1 hurricane by the time it reaches here in Puerto Rico. Now, people remember just 2 years ago, Hurricane Irma, and then shortly after Hurricane Maria, and the devastation Maria caused. So no one is taking Dorian lightly, even if it just remains a tropical storm. Now, we see people getting ready. Take a look. People in South Florida, you know what this is, the Bright and Soft salt pellets. They're putting this down on any of the entrances around the hotel here, trying to make sure that water doesn't begin to pool. So they're already preparing at businesses and especially at homes. Now, 30,000 of the homes here in Puerto Rico still have blue tarp as makeshift roofs. Many people worried about Tropical Storm Dorian because if it's only 73 miles per hour and it doesn't make its way to a Category 1, that's still significant, especially when people's homes are still being held together by blue tarp. Some people still are struggling with a vulnerability from the electrical grid, worried about power outages. That's why shelters are open right now, and FEMA has 3,000 employees on the ground here in Puerto Rico, wanting to make sure they get ahead of this storm, whatever Dorian may bring.
And Nadia, not just FEMA, but also help from right here in South Florida. Miami Fire Rescue, Miami-Dade Fire Rescue out there on the ground already to help out as needed. What have you seen? What's the response from the community, the people there in Puerto Rico, about sort of the preparations ahead of time, being grateful that everyone is there early this time around?
Well, we remember the criticism that we heard from the mayor of San Juan and from many of the people here in Puerto Rico who were upset, feeling as if folks on the mainland didn't think of them or weren't concerned about them, and that help was too far and few in between. But we know that those resources are on the ground here in Puerto Rico, folks coming in from Miami and from FEMA all across the country to be here right now to get ready for Dorian. There's a sense of relief, but some people are still very skeptical about the resources in Puerto Rico, concerned about an already vulnerable power grid. Many people worried that they will lose power. If you remember 2 years ago, they had one of the most massive blackouts in history here after Hurricane Maria. Those concerns, those fears have not left people here. That's why they're trying to get ready. But many people know that they may have to do things on their own. They're grateful for the search and rescue teams that are coming in from South Florida. We know that so many people died after Hurricane Maria because they couldn't get access to care. We had trees and power lines that were blocking people trapped in their homes. The goal now is to make sure that that doesn't happen a second time around.
Nadia Romero, thank you so much for your insight live from Puerto Rico.